All right. So, Sean, you're going to lead us off on this one, man. It's something near dear to all of us. It's going to be Halloween.
Well, my worst of the worst, man, it's going to be a twofer, man. I'm going to go for 5 and 6. Screw it, taking both of them down with it.
Okay.
5 and 6. Yep. I thought that again once we got through 4, the return of Michael Myers, great. We're going on a new path. We're trying to reintroduce the character because after Halloween 3 which is everybody knows one of my favorites, but Benny boy doesn't like that. That's okay. I enjoyed just coming back and we've got Michael Myers returns. Okay, great. Hatfield, awesome. 5 and 6 off the rails.
Oh yeah,
off the rails. They took a good thing and screwed it up, man. The whole Cult of Thorn and all this crap that goes down. And then there's even a sequence to where it's like, Michael Myers is now, we got the incestuous. What
that was a producer's cut.
What are we doing, man? So, I mean, we've talked about this. Michael Myers to us on this channel is the OG. He's the epitome of the ultimate villain because there is no reason. There's no rhyme. There's nothing. He's just a psychotic individual who just kills. And he doesn't kill with like, oh, look at me. He just kills.
Yeah, he just does it.
He's a predator. He's a true apex predator. That's why we love him.
Yep.
These 2 movies delve way too deep in the psychology of it. Didn't need it. Don't want it. Don't care for it. Sucks.
Yep, I agree. Yeah. Tuan, what you got, buddy?
I think you and me got the same. We got Resurrection.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I will say there is
funny.
There's funny to the movie. There is funny to it, but it's not supposed to be like that. So, because you brought in all these characters that were humor people,
yes.
Like the kid from American Pie that was in. I can never remember that. When he could pitch fast and he broke his arm. What is that movie called?
Rookie of the Year?
Rookie of the Year. Yes, that guy.
Kid from American Pie. They had the blonde girl was a little too goofy. I did not like all that. You had the kid from the black dude from Cruel Intentions. You brought in a weird cast to do that movie. That just like they were going for humor, really.
Yep.
I feel like that's what they were doing. And why would you do that on purpose, though? They've never done that.
Well, you nailed it, brother. I never even heard that take, but you're exactly right because I didn't even realize what they'd done to you. Just said that's a money grab. You're right. You're absolutely right. There's no point to it. It's just here. This person. This person. That person. There's no point of them. Right. Yeah. There's no point being there. But just hey, what you gonna? Hey, all right. There we go.
Here's my problem. Resurrection. All right, so not only did you retcon probably the greatest ending in slasher history in H2O, you also kill off probably the greatest final girl of all time in Laurie Strode, and you do it in about 10 minutes, very stupidly. Then you get Buster Rhymes, who fucking tells Michael what to do for some reason. And I know it's put in there for comedy effect. I get it. Fine, whatever. But then what sends my pissed off meter into a stratosphere is when he fights Michael with karate in that classic trick or treat, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that sent my pissed off meter not even to a stratosphere, another fucking galaxy. You would need Chris Pratt and a fucking raccoon to go find where it ends.
Well, let me.
I would rather watch. I'd rather watch a Halloween porn parody than this piece of shit.
Well, then
because at least then I know someone else is going to get fucked in the ass, and not the audience.
Well, let me say this. I appreciate that take. Obviously, we can tell that you do not like this film at all. It goes back to my whole iteration of the whole Halloween Kills. Again, why do we have this dude choking out? I mean, I'm not going to go into it, but we're on the same rants about this movie. Guys, we love Halloween. We love Michael Myers.
Probably too much.
Yeah, we're a little bit obsessed, I guess so. Yeah, maybe. I don't, but don't be shitting on Michael Myers and don't do him wrong, right?
No.
And even with my love for Halloween 3, when there's no Michael Myers, still when you bring it back, don't be doing what you've been doing to it. Because but yeah, the resurrection sucked.
That's why we drink, man.
Well, let me ask you a question though. Which one was it that had the shitty CGI mask? I get lost on that.
That was H2O.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we ain't even talked about that.
In the kitchen.
We'll leave that alone. But yeah, that whole Halloween mask.
I heard they changed the mask several times throughout that one.
Yeah, it was like 3 or 4.
Yes.
I think when they did.
Yeah. But I agree with you. I agree with you. Resurrection, man. It's all right.
Tuan, you're with me, man.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, so Tuan's gonna be starting us off on Candyman.
Okay.
Oh, that's definitely Day of the Dead. I think it's called the third
There you
one.
go.
Yeah, it's the
There you
third one.
go.
Yep,
Yes,
yep.
we're all three.
Yeah,
Look at this
Yep.
trifecta. We're
yeah.
all agreed on that one.
Boom.
That sucked.
I actually don't think two's as bad as people say.
No,
I
Farewell
don't
to
think
the
so
Village.
either.
right.
I thought it was all right. I liked that movie. I didn't like the voiceover when they were going through New Orleans. I didn't care for the
Mm.
radio host doing that. They should have took that out. But
Yep.
Day of the Dead was just you brought in the Baywatch looking girl, and
Yeah.
that's what they like to do. And
Yep.
and she was kind of
Mhm.
running around aimlessly. If you think about it, it
Mhm.
wasn't like no strategy. The other ones were all trying to get to a point and
Yeah,
find out the
tied it in.
information. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just going around like breast flopping around. I don't know what was going on. I really don't know. It was just
like
weird.
that.
Well, I mean,
Breast
hey,
flopping.
I'm
We're
okay with
using
that.
from here
Yeah,
on out.
breast flopping. Yeah, dude. No, I'm right there with you, dude. So, I mean, like, I think that Day of the Dead could have had a really cool concept because if there's one character not named Michael Myers that needs a cult, Candyman works here. Like the cult thing would have been really cool. And like I think that a cult idea, if they would have expanded on that,
Yeah.
would have been really a great thing to do. But I mean, they just end it like in 5 minutes and it's nothing. And then one of the dumbest fucking endings I've ever seen in my entire life, where, the girl's standing up there or flopping tits or whatever his name is. Like, she like is threatening to tear this painting apart. And Candyman's like, no.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Candyman would just come up there and just rip your head off.
Yeah.
Give me my painting.
Like, I know. God, that movie sucked. So yeah,
I
yeah.
think our roommate was somebody that we recognized. I just don't remember the name. The mixed girl that was the roommate. That was someone else too that was like famous. I don't know who though. I'd have to look at the cast, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
That's all
yeah.
they did with that movie to draw us in was put the two attractive girls in. One got killed off, and that's all it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
No,
with you on that.
And that's the thing, going back for me with like the Candyman franchise, I enjoyed the reboot, but it still tied into the original. It turns out that in the reboot, spoiler alert, the main character, that character is the actual child in which is saved in the very first movie.
Yeah,
that's right.
Right. And that's how they kind of tied it in.
I like
right.
that.
I,
thought it was cool.
love that. That was awesome, right? And then we even got a return to where he goes and he talks to his mother, and the mother is the same actress who performed in the original movie. It's the same actress. So you've got that couple, clown lot. Yeah. I thought, man, this is really, this is a good way of going about this lineage of this film. But unfortunately, we had already had what we had before. And I'm like you, 3 was just a blood count. 3 was a blood count and a money grab. There was
it went straight
really,
to DVD.
Yeah. So
at the time, or VHS,
and, and it's such shitty because what a great character.
And I feel like now because he passed away, a little hindsight bias, I guess. And I kind of wanted to see him one more time as that character.
Oh yeah, I agree.
A redemption type arc in a sense, because truly he was a mortal man that simply did no wrong. He had done wrong to him. Candyman is not a monster. He is a human being who suffered and he went through so much stuff in his mortal life that now his spirit cannot rest. He is a ghost with vengeance. This is just simply a soul that cannot rest until justice is done. That's the Crow. That is the Crow before the Crow. Man, right?
Right on.
All right.
All right. We're going to move on to the next franchise here, man. And it's going to be Jaws. I'll start this one off.
Fuck that.
It's going to be.
There ain't no humanity to that shark. Fuck that shark.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a shark. But actually, you know what? There is some human abilities in this shark in this iteration because it's Jaws 4, The Revenge. This shark holds a vendetta against this family to where he will go swim his crazy ass all the way down to the Bahamas or some shit to go kill like the wife of the people who killed him.
Well, not only that,
and the kid.
Yes.
He's a serial killer shark.
Oh my God. Yeah. And he has psychic abilities because it's not even the same shark. He's remembering what's happened to his family. This is not the same shark.
I thought it was the same shark.
No. That's what's crazy. That's what got this movie off track. It's not the same shark.
Okay.
It's a shark that has lineage to the shark that was killed originally and has a psychic connection who is tracking down the Brody family.
Well, that's worse.
That's what I'm talking about. Why don't we do this?
Yeah. Like, this is a
connection to the mom.
Yep, the whole family. Because in the first scene, right, they kill Sean Brody, right, in the harbor to track him down, right? And then you got the mom, and then the son is down in the Caribbean. This is what makes the movie so crazy. So the shark goes to the harbor and then follows the mom all the way back down to the Caribbean. And now the shark is now attacking the family of the Caribbean. And it's based on the fact that it's not even the original shark, because the original shark got blown up. It's somehow some type of lineage to the original shark that has a like a connection to this. That's what throws it off. Everybody's like, what?
Yeah, because like in the book, it was actually some voodoo witch doctor
Right.
that put a curse on it. I mean, that helps. I mean, it don't as far as narrative wise concerned, but I mean that's what it was. So I mean, this shark just literally is almost just thinking like, okay, I have one goal, one mission. That
I'm
is
gonna
it.
kill this family.
That's it. They
All
better-
of them.
and the way you avoid that is just not get in the fucking water.
That's me, right?
Like,
You
that's
know?
all you gotta do.
Right.
Like it's the easiest one to avoid.
Not in Jaws.
Bruce
Oh,
the
no,
shark
no,
ain't
no.
getting our ass.
Again, same thing. And in the first film, when they're like, "We need a bigger boat," get your ass back into the harbor. Shit, go home.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't understand that. You ain't got the bigger boat. Go home.
yeah, no. Yeah, you just brought a big ass shark over here. Like
You lost.
Yeah.
You know what I
Damn.
mean? But no. So 4 went totally out of the water. I agree with you, man. That's the worst of the worst on that one.
Twan, what do you think, buddy? You got Jaws 3D down there, or are you
Yeah.
like?
I do.
You hate some Dennis Quaid?
I actually don't mind him that much. I can't think of what movie I liked him in, so we're not going to go there. But, but I thought I liked him in something. Maybe it was a Parent Trap. That's what I liked.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or the Rookie. The Rookie was a good one too.
Ooh,
where he
that's
played
right.
the the high school coach. Yep. But before that
I
was
kind of
Dennis Quaid. What'd you say? Dennis Quaid. I'm sorry.
like what's it called?
The Cocaine Oaks. That's all why this movie got made.
Yeah,
what was
dude.
it, the aquarium thing was almost like Deep Blue Sea before Deep Blue Sea, I guess.
Yes.
Maybe that's
Okay.
where they got that
Yeah.
idea from. Maybe
Probably so.
It wasn't good. It was,
Oh,
Shamu to the shark power. I don't know, but I used to like it when I was a kid. But then you get older and you rewatch stuff, and it's like, oh, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of watching Power Rangers again or something.
Yes.
You know? It's
Yeah.
like- yeah, you know, especially that little end credit scene at the end where the dolphins like spiral.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
oh my god,
let
the
me
CGI in here is fucking
Okay.
terrible.
Well, the only thing I can say for Jaws 3D is that we had the late great Louis Gossett Jr. So don't be talking shit about Louis Gossett Jr. because he definitely held his own. Even in this shit movie, he was like, "I'm Louis Gossett Jr. I'm Louis Gossett Jr." through the whole movie, and
Yeah,
that's how
he's
he handled his entire lines, his entire dialogue. If you watch the movie, everybody else is going crazy. Louis Gossett Jr. is like, "Nope, I'm keeping this as that as it is. I'm Louis Gossett Jr. Just what I'm gonna do. It's just my lines." And he's straight laced, right? Everybody else is off the fucking rails on cocaine and whatever the hell they were doing. But this movie was crazy,
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, Jaws 3D sucks. I mean, in fact, ladies and gentlemen, if you see anything with the words 3D,
3D,
behind it
yeah.
or letters 3D,
Yeah.
just stay away.
Well, I
Just stay away.
I mean, granted,
It never works out well.
well nowadays they just do 1 or 2 scenes. That's the shitty part. Because back in the day, you have a whole movie in 3D. They formatted it to be a whole movie in 3D. Now you just got like 1 or 2 scenes and like, hey, it's 3D. Nah,
Mhm.
no, it's not.
Yeah, that's
But
right. They did that Final Destination 4 in 3D. Underworld, one of those was in
Yeah.
3D.
all the way through formatted.
Yeah,
Yep,
Amityville
yep.
Horror was in 3D.
Yep.
Like, Friday the 13th, obviously. Out of all those films, I still can't say that there was one that was like great.
Well,
you know?
I don't think that we're ever going to get, other than virtual reality, unless we start handing everybody virtual reality headsets, we're never going to get the full immersion in that experience.
No.
Yeah.
How many more do we have left, or is that the last
We,
one?
that's almost the last one, man.
Oh.
So we're gonna go to
I was going
number
to throw
10.
a bonus one to you guys.
Oh, okay,
But
well,
not right
go
now,
ahead.
but not right
Oh,
now.
after?
But
I like this.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, yeah, no,
I like
that's
this
awesome.
guy. All right.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go on to The Exorcist. Man, I think when people read the title of this, the worst sequels of all time in any franchise, this one has to come up because this is a batshit insane movie. Like it is just there is nothing that makes sense here.
And this is after the crucifix scene in the first one,
No, I know.
right?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so I mean, like
Okay.
you got the
Okay.
the whole hypnosis thing with Reagan now.
Yep.
And it's like, well, the demon actually went into Father Marin. Demon has nothing to do with Reagan anymore. Yeah, so you got this whole locust thing with like James Earl Jones dressed as this big ass locust.
Yes.
I'm just like, what the fuck is going on in this movie? Like, this movie is absolute hot garbage at its finest.
Again, it's another example of the fact they didn't realize what they had when they filmed the first one, and then it just hit so big. I mean, to the point of where even when you had to give warnings at theaters, hey, you're going to either vomit or you're going to be scared or this, that, and the other. Like, this is how big the movie was, right? Once the final tallies came in, man, Hollywood was like, got to do another one. this was one of the films. This is one of the films we have like a few in history. Again, Texas Chainsaw Massacre saying, why do you need a sequel? We don't need a sequel. We have a great masterpiece of a film.
In
Let's
fact,
leave it.
Yeah, no, I think that'd be a great concept for the next show we all three do. Is movies that just did not need a sequel.
You just don't need it. It's there.
Yeah,
And,
that's true.
right, because once you start doing it, it's exactly what do we get into? Any sequel you have that bounces off of a financially successful film that wasn't necessarily invested in, well, now all of a sudden you have all these minds. Oh, well, now everybody starts to think, oh, we can do this. No, y'all went there in the first place, and that worked just fine. Why do we need you here now? Because once you get involved, now that sucked.
Yeah, because I mean, I can't imagine like James Earl Jones, the amazing actor that he was, reading this script and it's like, you want me to do what now?
Huh?
Like how much you paying?
Right.
You know?
No, I mean, but at the same time, I don't fault him for it. I'm like, hell, if it's just a voiceover, what is the check?
Oh no,
All
they
right.
get to be seen in a damn local
James
suit from Party City. And
Earl
like, it's fucking terrible.
Jones, just make sure that clears. We're good.
The revenue could not have equaled what they paid him.
Thank you.
I agree.
Weird. I don't know.
We have seen this movie. If you have not seen this movie, I'm telling you right now, it's not going to scare you. It's not going to scare you one bit.
No.
Nope. And especially
sometimes you got to stick with that first one and just
thank
let it
you.
go.
That's right, man.
We talk about this all the time about literally like, man, when you got something that's special that hits, leave it be. When you start trying to manipulate it or organize it, that's when corruption comes. That's when you start to see corruption. Because you already got something that's just fine. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And then what we have is when we get into these sequels we're talking about, why? Why did you do this?
Yeah, there really
why?
hasn't been. I mean, Exorcist 3 was good, but all the rest of the Exorcist sequels sucked.
Yes. Exorcist 3 probably should have been the direct sequel to Exorcist 1.
I agree.
To hell with the heretic. All that, just toss it.
Yeah, dude. Well, that's
what we're talking about, right?
They wanted Linda Blair back.
That's
She was a hot commodity at the time. I mean,
it just, yeah, man. It was a sore thumb, man, just sticking out. And everybody that watches the film series or the trilogy can sit there and go, no, that just, that don't fit.
No.
So
yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, Twan Time actually has an extra one for us.
Come on, baby.
So, what you got, buddy? You can close us out.
I was going to pick one or two of them. I'm not sure.
That's fine.
I was going to say Leprechaun. Which one is the worst one for you guys? I don't know if you've seen them all, though.
Yes,
I have.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I got the box set.
Come on with it.
Sean, you've seen all of them?
Yes, I have. Yes, come on.
Okay.
What you got?
I'm torn between the last three.
Okay.
Or to me, Origins doesn't really count. Maybe
Origins does not count.
No, so we're not counting Origins?
No, we're not counting
Origins
because that was a whole nother. That was I mean, it's hard, but
yeah, I think you can pick it though because it was supposed to. I don't know. Can you pick that one? I don't know.
I was going to. I guess that movie's shit, man. It ain't even a fucking leprechaun in it.
Well, you got a little bit of it, and it's but he's not the leprechaun we know by no means.
No. That's why WWE should stay away from making movies.
I thought they could have done better with Returns. The little dude who played him did not do bad.
No.
I didn't care for that selfie stuff, but the new age stuff. That's what they had to do.
Right.
I guess he took selfies with the people and Returns, and he But the worst one has to be. I'm torn between Space and In the Hood. Even though In the Hood is one of my favorites.
No, I love In the Hood. I love In the Hood, man.
Damn it, Sean. No, because
I love
the quality. No, I agree with you. I love it too. But the filming, what was going on? Like the death scenes weren't very good. Right. Like when the dude died out on the street, and I guess he sent himself or someone else transformed to a zombie person, and then he killed the Chinese dude at the shop, and that was a terrible kill. Like, what was going on with that? And I love the music in it, though. I did.
Yes.
I love the beats to it, but it's kind of repetitive at times. But
I know. I think it was just money. I think it was just money, brother. Yeah. But I mean, truly, I'm going to say, I know what you're saying because yes, I can watch Leprechaun in the Hood, and everybody, rightfully so. But I'm one of those guys. I'm like, I watch it over and over and over again. I don't know. It's something about it. I love that movie.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm right there with you. I love Ice-T in it. It's ridiculous. It's terrible.
Being an 80s,
it's so bad it's good.
I think it's being an 80s kid to where you see exploitation to that point of with everything that you love, horror, and the whole rap and hip hop community, and even the black culture. I mean, again, being a white kid, growing up in that era and watching everything come together. Granted, it didn't make sense, but I was like, I'm down with that. I'm just this is what it was. But I can see what you're saying, because as far as like cinema wise, no, not the best. And you're right, the cinematography and the money that was put behind it, not the best. Nope, nope, nope. Made me laugh though. Maybe that's the downplay of it, is that the fact that we're talking about Leprechaun and like made me laugh. It shouldn't make you laugh. It's a
I
horror
think
movie.
Space is. I would probably give it to Space though,
Okay.
because I have a soft spot for In the Hood,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
and I like the filming quality of Back to the Hood,
Mhm.
but
Mm.
Space, he didn't rhyme at all. That's a bad way to point that out. There was Debbie Dunning from the Tool Time Girl, all that.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
But he didn't rhyme at all. And then he checked out as Johnson when he got bigger and stuff, and he was like,
Yeah.
"Whoa!" It's like it's a lot going on in Space.
Yeah,
Now,
and
Walkman
plus that
guy
weird,
was there.
yeah, the weird scorpion spider guy. So yeah, no, I'd be right there with you, man. I think Space or Back to the Hood. I mean, even though I agree with you that it's better shot, but I just didn't enjoy it as much as In the Hood.
I
So
love
man,
In the
that
Hood.
would be my in between. Yeah, because
Sorry,
like
man.
again, In the Hood, it's so bad it's good.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
it's
now,
just it's amazing.
and maybe I can just relate because of being a small, white skinned man, toned man, walking through some of the hoods at nights because I work late night as a musician. Maybe I can relate. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying, but I really love that movie because I could definitely see some of the ways that just again, hell, if you're sitting there Memorial Drive in Atlanta, Georgia, if you see a little bitty white dude walking down the street with all green and shit, you probably gonna have a little bit of a kind of a response like that ain't gonna be necessarily normal, right? And that's the way that
That's a
movie
good
played
point.
out. Right. That's the
There
way that
was
movie played out for me. It's like that's exactly what the fuck. I mean, the whole
there was
reaction.
only like two white people in that whole movie.
Thank
If I'm
you.
not,
As it should
you have
be.
to
As it
double
should
check me on
be.
that. I think it was one of the zombie fly
I'm
girls,
just
and
saying.
then the agent guy who came in right before the one guy got killed.
And,
I
and,
think that
and
was it. But I do love Leprechaun 3 in Las Vegas is my favorite
there
one
you
to
go,
rewatch.
Yeah,
I love
man.
that.
my
love it.
man.
I really do.
That's a
I
great
love the
movie.
punchlines, like when
Yep.
she was a lovely lass. I had to blow up her ass. And
Wow.
now I need to
Yeah.
kiss her. That was hilarious. That movie's funny, man. That movie's
So,
funny.
what
Yeah,
you were
it's
saying
great.
about rhyming, what do you think happened? They just kind of gave up and said,
That's
"Screw
a
it,"
good
you
point.
know?
'Cause This
Because they
this guy
did.
this guy used to bartend
Yep.
down the street from me. He pointed that out. He said he doesn't rhyme in that one. And I
Mm-mm.
had them all on DVD. I said, let me go double check that. And for some reason, I felt like going to watch Leprechaun in Space just to make sure he was right about that. I said, you know what? He's right.
Mhm.
I don't know why they did that, but he always did through all of them. I don't know about Returns. I can't remember that well for Returns, but
Yeah, I can't either.
No, that's a good point, though, man. I mean, truly, I mean, Twan, I mean, literally, I didn't even think about it till you said it, but yes, he drops off with that type dialogue in the later bits, and I think it's simply because you just don't have the same writing team that are as I'll say it's smart enough to tie it together.
But you guys didn't like my Chucky versus Leprechaun idea, and you talk shit about me online. I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah, sure did.
You know what I
I
would
told
do?
you, I said you apology
You
in
know
the
what
video,
I would do?
man.
What I would like to see if we could go back to old school MTV Celebrity Death Match. You remember that with claymation? If we
Oh,
could
yeah,
have
yeah,
Celebrity
yeah.
Death Match with Leprechaun versus Turkey, I'd pay
Oh,
on
yeah.
pay per view to see that.
Oh yeah, I'd love
Yeah,
it.
you guys are
Damn
probably
right.
right though, but they could be put together. Or I
Okay.
mean, well, it's too late now because Warwick Davis, he's older. He doesn't want to do it. From what I heard, that's why he didn't come back for
Yep.
returns and stuff. But
Yep.
but I think you could have when you matched the necklaces. And me and this guy were messing around. We were writing something on it years ago. He did more of the writing. I was just talking to him about it. But then you have a mix up with the medallions and
Okay.
what froze the leprechaun, and then the one for the seance for
Mm-hmm.
Chucky. So there's a mix up, but then maybe Chucky's trying to get into his body because he wants those powers.
Mm.
And
Oh,
maybe,
yeah, okay.
maybe I don't know how you go
think about
further
that,
than that.
brother. Well, that's why you're here to explain that because I never even thought about that.
Yeah,
I never even thought about that.
I remember when you said that in the comment section. I was like, I forgot
never-
all
yeah.
about the necklaces.
Oh, I never.
Because like that was kind of our biggest hang up was like, how do you get these characters together?
There you
Because
go.
I mean,
don't
like
know.
Chucky never cared
you-
about gold
you
or
got it.
anything. So
And I don't know exactly where to go with that story and how you would end that, but you could tie it together. It'd be tough, but it could work.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
no,
too
you
late.
can make
It's kind
anything
of late
work like
now.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
man,
you
because it'd be funny as hell.
well
You can
that
know
it,
that.
not it would be funny, but you also now that we're talking about it, and this is what I love about the show and what we're doing. We're talking about things. So you have two individuals, right, that are trying to accomplish something that is outside of their realm as far as physically. Like Lepcons in this world trying to find gold that you're dealing with the adult world and the real world and what we got to deal with. Chucky, you're dealing with a guy who his soul is implanted in a doll. So they're both dealing with this world that they're not yet used to. That right there is, I can see where we're going. And then, in fact, you brought up the damn necklaces. I mean, we both forgot about that.
Yeah.
That would tie it in. That ties it
Yeah,
in.
because I brought
That
that up to
ties it in.
Sean, and I was like, man, that's actually a really
That
good
ties it
idea.
in. I did. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because then let's say they stole the gold and the wrong medallion, let's say,
Yep.
and took Chucky. So now they're both after them because he needs that necklace to try to do something. He needs his gold back, and then they kind of, you could do it. They would battle
No,
it
you
out.
no.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right, brother. I appreciate you explaining that to me because I was the one I was like, that ain't gonna work. And so now that now that I kind of hear the blueprint, I'm like, well, that probably I think that's a damn good idea right there. That's right, we do that.
It wouldn't last very long. I mean, it's not a 2 hour movie. It might be hour 10. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if
No, it has to be short.
right. But if you can get the funding and just that's all we're looking for, right? That's what the world is. Just give me the funding. Just give
That's
me the
right.
money to make it. Right.
But I wanted them back then to do it though, because I wish
Yes.
they had thought of that. And me and this guy around the corner, we were talking about it like 7 years ago. But they should have thought about that like 15, 20 years ago to tie
Right.
that.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah, because I
They
mean,
could have
those
done that
characters would
instead
have
of Bride of
prominence.
Chucky. Yeah,
Yeah.
you could have, instead of after Bride of Chucky, let's branch off a little bit, then get back to some natural born killers
Well-
with Bride of Chucky.
well,
They could have done something.
We've talked about this. Do you think is it more of a lack of creativity, or is it? And we've had this discussion in depth. Is it as a lack of creativity, or is it just the fact that you have too many people with too many property rights? Like, well, if you're going to use my character, you got to pay me this much.
Yeah, that's probably what it is,
Right.
because that's why it took so long for Freddy versus Jason.
Right.
So
Yep.
Right.
that's
The
what it is.
stories are
And
there. The stories are
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Right.
It's an ego problem with a lot of folks too. Because I wouldn't care personally. I'm not part of the industry, but
Right.
I mean, if I got an idea and you want to use, hey, let's roll with it. I don't care.
Does it work?
Yeah.
Does that work? Is
Yeah,
everybody
that's
happy? Let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah. I'm with you.
That's true. Yeah.
So I agree with you, man. I think that it's not necessarily that it's a bad idea. I just think that the money that it would take to licensings and everything, man, and which for me, I'm like you. If I was calling the shots, hell no, that's a damn good investment. Send it.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
do that, But yeah, there's too many people out there bean counting that just ain't as creative.
Oh yeah, that's
as
why we
are.
didn't get like all these crazy crossover movies in the first place,
Right,
man. I
right.
mean, like, especially Freddy versus Jason versus Ash, which
Right,
made
that would've
total
been awesome.
sense.
But yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's
That's true.
they were just like, oh well, I want our guy to win. Oh, our guy to win. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what? Ash needs to win. He's the good guy.
Yeah.
see,
And like, that's just, it's so simple, and you could have made the deal, but you didn't. But then we have it in a comic book. So my question is to them, okay, well, if you couldn't get it done movie wise, well, then why did you come up with the comic book to where it's all, the story's all there?
because I think that with the comic book writers, they don't have to tie themselves into as like, well, that was their idea. So if it shits the bed, they can be like, well, that was them.
No.
Okay.
Right?
It shouldn't even be about who wins, because we're trying to win with the story. That's what we should be
Boom.
trying to do. Instead of
That's what I'm
the
talking
money.
about.
Like, it's not about that. Because if we do the right story, because I love Freddy vs. Jason, I like it, but I'd still look at it like that could have been a little better than.
You could have, yes, sir.
Ugh. I
Absolutely.
love it though. I love the dialogue. I love the
Yep.
teenagers. I like that movie. I really do. But
Yeah,
it still
same.
could have been a little bit better than what they did.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that episode. We really appreciate Twan Time joining us today. He had some great taste. Please go check his channel out. In fact, Twan Time, can you tell us where to find you, man?
It's Talking Movies and More.
And is this on YouTube? Are you on Instagram or anything like that? Or
YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, actually. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right on, man. Well, please go check out his content. And for our content, just so you don't miss it, please like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. You can follow us at patreon.com/frequency140 podcast. We're there for $3 a month. You can get content from all three of our channels: the wrestling channel, the movie channel, the video games and toys channel that's launching very soon. And as always, I send it back to my good buddy, Mr. Bennett.
Man, it's been a great night. Oh my word, we've had a guest, Twan, coming in here and talking about things and having a third-person perspective. That helps out a lot. I've really enjoyed this evening. Thank you guys for hanging out with us and being a part of it. Comment if you got anything, any type of questions or any type of discussions you want to add in, please do, right? That's what we're here for. But until next time, geeks, freaks, and nerds, let's unite. The world needs more of us.
Cheers.
Peace.